Take your time, taking all of mine. Chemical reaction. Is this your plan of action? It won't help you here.
So the song that we opened to is called The Politician, and it's by a band called Here Tonight out of California, University of Pennsylvania, and it's kind of interesting. It's a song that wasn't the main song of their release, but in my opinion, it's my favorite song. And I thought it was appropriate because politicians like to take our money, and we're hoping that you'll be able to willingly give up your money for the Millvale Music Festival. And to talk about cash, well, first off, let's just listen to the song for a few more seconds. I like it.
And I pray and I pray and I pray and I pray and I pray. Lie to myself every day.
Good stuff from Here Tonight. This is the Millvale Music Minute, otherwise known as I'm Brian Crawford, and across from the table, we have Liz Tripoli. Wave hi to everybody,
Hi, everybody
on the internet.
Oh, the internet.
This is the Millvale Music Minute, where we bring you everything that's going on in the Millvale Music Festival. I'm Brian Crawford, your host. My co-host Ian Insect will be back in February, but that's okay. We've got Liz, and Ian's a comedian. Liz is a comedian, so we've got.
Sounds like you were questioning that.
No, I'm serious. You're great. She will be performing tonight at the Art House, correct? Are you going there afterwards?
Right after this.
Where is that at for anybody who wants to chime in?
Anyone wants to go, that is at, I really just forgot, it's 5903 Stanton Avenue in East Lib.
There you go, right in East Liberty, not too far from the beautiful Millvale Studios, where we are broadcasting courtesy of the River's Edge Radio Network. The River's Edge is Pittsburgh's voice for local music. You can listen to the River's Edge 24 hours a day at riversedgepgh.com. Liz is our fundraising chair, the money guru, the sponsorship queen of the Millvale Music Festival, and we're here to talk about cash.
Oh, yes. First of all, I would like to know where my crown is.
I thought about getting you a crown,
Oh,
actually.
man.
You know what? I have some mead. I went to a meadery in Irwin, Laurel Highlands. They play the River's Edge, so I wanted to stop by and, give them a few drinks. And I got a bottle, so maybe we could have a glass of mead.
I accept that.
end,
I accept
so.
alcohol over crowns any day. That's cool.
There we go.
That's crown.
It's a good compromise.
Yeah.
So we're here to talk about money. We're here to talk about how you as a business can show that you support local music here in Pittsburgh. So how can they do that, Liz? And the sponsorship, it's starting to go. I mean, we've already lost our naming sponsorship. So if you want to get the top notch, if you want to be the #1 business in the Millvale Music Festival, you can't. You gotta wait till who knows when, because they have right of first refusal, so they can come back next year. And I can't announce. I want to announce who it is, but we don't have the official name yet, so I don't want to give that information out until we get that.
Yeah, but it's like a fun surprise.
It is. It's a fun surprise. You gotta keep
wondering.
tuning in to the Millvale Music Minute to find out who the big sponsor is. So, Liz, whenever you first joined, we had our little committee built, and we had different people in different positions. And one thing that I never do, ever, when I run an organization, and most organizations I've run are fundraising organizations, I never do the fundraising. Ever. You don't want me anywhere near the money. So I always find somebody who can do it. And when we got our committee together, we had a bunch of people organized, and everybody had their great talents, and everybody was very talented, but we didn't have somebody to handle the fundraising aspect. And I was getting a little nervous because we were getting into things, and I thought, it's an important position, and we don't have it filled, and I don't know what to do because I will not do it.
Why is
help.
that?
I don't trust myself, I don't think. Like, I'm not like a salesperson. I'm good at selling like a brand to get people to listen and watch, but to go up to somebody and say like, hey, buy in, that's not my strong suit. So I would rather have somebody who's good at that to do that. So, or somebody who has experience, you know what I mean? And then I don't want to be, I'm not a guy who is good at keeping track of everything. Like, I'm good at keeping track of my own life, but if you put me in charge of a budget, it's just going to be a disaster.
See,
So,
I'm the opposite.
yeah.
Well, I'm a mess with my own life, but anything else with organization, I'm for it. Just don't. As far as it comes to Liz Tripoli, that's just a mess for a closet.
Well, there's a great podcast that I was listening to called Startup, and it's by a company called Gimlet. I think a lot of their programs are great. Not as good as what you're going to hear on the River's Edge, but still pretty good. So, anyways, I was listening to this podcast, and the latest season of Gimlet, they were talking about Dov Chorney, and Dov Chorney allegedly slept with like tons of employees, so he wasn't necessarily the best CEO. But one thing that I thought was interesting about him, and he actually, well, I should say that he was a great CEO in the fact that he built a very successful, profitable company, but he slept with his employees, so that kind of counteracted some of the good stuff that he did. But one of the things that was interesting about him is he did not keep a calendar at all.
What?
Not at all. He ran like this billion-dollar corporation and did not keep a schedule. And that's kind of how I live my life, but I managed to show up for everything. I just somehow have this mental clock going on. So again, you don't want me running the budget. Organizing a group, bringing people together, sure. But anyways, we had nobody in line for that, and I was talking to Ian, and he said, I know somebody who might be good at this. And I thought, great, it's a body.
Thanks.
I had no idea.
Just for everyone out there,
I'm
a
just like,
body.
it's a body. It's somebody who can do this. Sure, okay. Bring your friend in. So, I mean, now, if I had known it was you, I knew who you were, but I didn't know, like, he just said Liz, and I didn't know he meant you as Liz.
Liz.
Yeah, the Liz. So, then it was, like, literally the day we met to officially talk about this, or maybe the day before, and I don't know if I could say this, so I'm just going to be very general. Oh, well, she does corporate fundraising for X company. And I'm like, oh, she does corporate fundraising for X big company in Pittsburgh? That's fantastic.
What?
I had no clue.
It's the X. No, it's
Yeah. No, I had no clue what qualifications you had. I'm just like, it's a person who's willing to volunteer for fundraising, and that's something I'm not willing to do. So it ended up being like an awesome thing that everything came together the way it did.
Well,
So.
am I allowed to say? Is this,
Yeah,
is
I mean,
like,
it's your thing.
I do fundraising for Eden Park. Actually,
Okay.
That's the big.
That's the big company.
Drum roll there. I've done it for. I've been with them for 14 years, and I've probably taken over the fundraising for the flagship office for I don't know, the last 8 years maybe, something like that. It's been a while. We do a big like Caring for Kids campaign every year to raise money for Children's Hospital, and honestly, I can't lie. A lot of things I have learned from doing that.
Sure.
From their from the way that they operate, but they've been really helpful, and they will be on board to help in any way that they can for the Millvale Music Festival. They're all very, very excited.
Really? That's great.
Oh, yeah. I got people on board.
That's fantastic.
I got people all over the board. No, but for all of you out there, there are so many ways.
So many
ways.
opportunities. So why don't we go through and explain how the fundraising package works? Because I think that is... Let me see if I can pull it up, actually, on the actual Google Drive. I know you have a copy of it here.
I do, but it's the rough draft.
Oh, it's the rough draft. So basically, we have a sponsorship package. There's different levels that you can get, which is awesome. So why don't we go through the top level, which is the naming partner. That's actually gone. So
Sorry,
if you
kids.
want to become a sponsor of the Millvale Music Festival, you need to jump on it now because opportunities are vanishing.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. So
Good for us.
good for us.
Bad for
Yes.
you.
Bad for you if you want to get involved and you're slow to it. But that doesn't mean there's not opportunities available because I believe some of these opportunities are pretty much limitless.
Somewhat. Rockstar is.
We're always going to take your cash.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'll take. Yes.
We'll take your money.
We will take your.
We
money.
have no problem taking your money.
I'll take all your money. I'm okay with that.
We'll take it all.
It's a good cause.
So I'm looking for your email because I know I sent it to you. So like Liz literally rolled in here a few minutes before we started. And
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I mean, I literally rolled in like a few minutes before that. I was out in Irwin today. As I said, I was out at the meadery and stuff like that, which was pretty cool. Okay, so here we have it up here. I'm going to pull this up for those of you watching at home via the Facebook page. We have the sponsorship package. Ooh.
Oh, this is the future right now.
This is the future. You can see it while you're watching. So we're going to roll down to the different levels, the sponsorship levels. So right here, you see at the very bottom, roadie. And that is a community sponsor. Anybody can sponsor as a roadie. It's $100 to $499, and you can get all sorts of awesome things. You can get your organization name or the name of your person on the t-shirt and also on some of the handouts and flyers. And you'll also get a website link on our website, which is millvalemusic.org, which is where you can sign up as a band or as a volunteer. We're taking volunteer submissions. We're really big on getting some of that in. And also on our social media, we'll mention you there. And right now, our big two sponsors are the River's Edge Radio Network and, of course, the Millvale Community Development Corporation, working to build Millvale into the shining city along the Allegheny River that we all know it is. The second act, if you want to jump in, we have that right here.
Well, see, that's it. You go $100 to $499, but I'm just telling you right now, if you're going to go $499, I will give you 99 cents, chip in one more penny, and we will put you under supporting act, which is just, the next tier up on that. And that's, you're looking at the secondary banner signage, branding on all advertising, and t-shirts.
Yes.
Be very fancy.
That means if we get into a newspaper, newspaper,
X.
I don't want to give anybody free publicity because you got to give us money or something out of it. So we'll just say X newspaper. You would get your logo on there.
Mm-hmm. And on the event posters, on the handouts, I mean, your name's going to be everywhere with this one. And obviously, we're going to put you right on the website. And any of our... and during our stage announcements,
Okay.
So you're going to get extra branding with that one.
Exactly.
But,
and then up above that...
Double down on this. Wait, is that the right term? No, I don't gamble. That's not right. Double up?
I don't know. I'm not a gambler either. However, Rivers Casino, if you want a sponsor, we'll definitely take your money.
Dun, da, da.
That would actually be kind of cool if we can get like a shuttle going from the parking garage.
I'm just saying, Rivers Casino, River's Edge. I just feel like
it's a good
there's
blend.
a kinship right there. I'm feeling it.
I concur.
But if you want to up the ante on that, you can go to the rock star level, which they're not unlimited on that one, but we do have a lot because that makes you a title partner on one of our stages.
Mm-hmm.
So, we don't have 1,000. We have a lot of stages.
A lot of stages. Enough where you should be able to get a spot if you want it.
If you hurry.
That's right.
I'm just saying. Plus, everything you get with the supporting act level. So really, Rockstar is the way to go. I personally would like to have a stage named after me.
I will have a stage named after me.
Well, you will have a stage. That's... I can't even get a drink named after me, but all right.
That's actually a good idea, too. If we can get one of the bars to name a drink after me as well. I think that would be appropriate.
I thought you were pushing that as a sponsorship level, but we're still on the Brian Crawford.
We're still on me.
So, yes. We're going to have a drink named after him, a
stage
dance
named
move.
after me, a dance move, yes.
I want to see.
Did you know I'm hosting an upcoming panel in February of local musicians dealing with social media? I was asked specifically to host this panel.
Oh, and where will that be?
That will be. I'll find the date. We'll mention it at the end of the show, but it's going to be at Work Hard Pittsburgh in Allentown.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
I love Allentown. I love Work Hard. Good people. So, you can come up to me on the street and throw money at me. That's always a way. But if you want to, you can easily just email me at millvalemusicsponsors@gmail.com.
Or you could just do, it would be easier if you just went to sponsorship@millvalemusic.org.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
That's a much easier way to find Liz.
I want to make it complicated. I want you to work for it, is what I'm saying.
I don't. I want to make it as easy as possible for you to throw your money at us. No, but what are some of the benefits for sponsoring the Millvale Music Festival?
I mean, other than, obviously what we talked about there's the fact that, this is just a fantastic community, and just having an involvement with everybody. I am not from Millvale personally, but I'm here all the time to the point where, like, it's an endearing area to me. I like it a lot. I like the people here. I like the businesses here. I love a particular nearby music venue that I'm a fan of.
Well, we can mention the Funhouse because they are definitely going to they're definitely going to be involved, the Funhouse, so that'll be cool. And Dale has a great he said he's going to take a Crawford, shaken not stirred. So he's got the right idea. That's Dale Mangold of
Please do
Tobacco
not
Road, and also on our involved in one of our committees. So
What is in a shaken not stirred Crawford?
gin.
It's just gin.
Well, there's definitely gin in it. Probably some like lemon or some sours, something tart.
This is
Like I'm a big fan of a Tom Collins, so probably something along those lines.
I think a Liz Tripoli is a triple whiskey, no ice, and then a Gatorade for the morning. I'm pretty sure
Gatorade for the
that's
morning.
what my drink is.
Gatorade is a great tool when you're hungover.
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, electrolyte providing beverage. I don't think we're getting Gatorade on board.
Probably
to be
not,
honest.
so.
I'm not gonna.
So do you like Gatorade better than Powerade? What's your
Oh my
what's your
gosh,
favorite
absolutely.
aid? See, I'm a Powerade
What's your
guy.
favorite aid?
I'm a Powerade guy, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I like that blue one that they have.
Well, see, I like the blue Gatorade that doesn't taste like. I think it tastes like flowers. I don't know what it's made
See,
of.
now we've created a situation where you're in favor of Gatorade, I'm in favor of Powerade, so now the two of them are at odds, and then one of them could sponsor the Millvale Music Festival, and the other one of us will relent
Yes.
and then take the other as our favorite beverage of choice.
And whoever the loser is on this side, whether it be Brian or I, will have to chug 64 ounces of the other's beverage.
Absolutely.
I'm just saying.
On air, right here at the Millvale Music Minute leading up to the festival. Or we could just do it at the festival on like the main stage. Just like have somebody come through with like like they always have like the cooler of Gatorade that they dump on you. Well, if it's the other way, it'll just be like a cooler of Powerade, whoever it is.
Whichever one.
Either way, we got to come up with like some sort of ponchos, like a George Bush style poncho. Actually, probably a better poncho than George Bush's poncho, but some sort of poncho that we can put over the electric equipment, so that way when we dump this cooler of Gatorade
That's
or Powerade on the other person, it doesn't destroy the equipment on the stage, and then we're not out more money that you would have to raise to cover damaged equipment costs.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I will personally sponsor if you get on the Rockstar level. I will personally cover you in one of the aids. Whichever aid wins, I will pour it on you. That's just an extra bonus. I'm throwing that out there for you.
Yes, so AIDS, if you're listening,
We'll give you...
sponsorship at millvalemusic.org. We'll take care of you.
Yes, we want to give you AIDS. Wait, no, that's not right.
No,
I'm saying that wrong.
no, not at all.
That's not
It's
what I
miserable out today, and for some reason, every single day that we do this show, it's miserable, which leads me to believe that the day of the festival, it's going to be beautiful.
want. Oh, it has to be.
Has
We're
to be,
just leading
yes.
up to that.
Exactly. All of this bad karma of miserable weather for Millvale Music Minutes will lead into a beautiful, sunny, bird chirping.
Oh, 24 hours.
Yes.
Well, it's not a whole
Millvale. Well, but we will need 24
We'll
hours to
need
set up and
24
tear
hours.
down and everything else. How long do you think you will be awake for the Millvale Music Festival?
Well, fun fact, just today I tried to request off for the day after the Millvale Music Festival. As it turns out, thanks a lot, Brian, it's Mother's Day, which is the only
Oh,
day
is it?
I'm not allowed to request off.
Oh, wow.
So I believe that I'll probably be up for like about 36 hours in a row. It's my guess, at least. And then conscious at work for about 5 out of 9, I would say.
Wow.
That's
I
my
didn't even
guess.
realize that. I wonder if they're even going to give me off for the festival. I mean, I'll be here. You don't have to worry about that. But
I would hope so.
yeah, I
It
mean,
is a shame, though. However, Brian is not going to be able to host one of the stages, which you're a great host.
I'll be
That's a
hosting
disappointment.
all of the stages.
Well, yes,
so.
yes, but you're gonna get a little dash of him per stage. He's got to spread himself pretty thin for this.
Well, you know what? Everybody wants a piece of me. And
Obviously.
the generous soul that I am, I'm just willing to give and give and give. So you only will get a few minutes of me at each stage, but each person will get a piece of this action.
It'll be the
Liz, I know you wanted to host the stage as well.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I love hosting. I am better at hosting than I am at actually doing comedy. But I find if you host a lot, people don't realize that. It's true.
You're great at both. Fantastic comedian. I do want to say that at this event coming up, well, first of all, I just want to give a shout out to our main sponsor, because yes, we don't have the official name yet, but I think I could say Vicini's here in Millvale. They're the ones who have come out, and so it's going to be one of their clients who's going to be
Thanks, Ken.
the title sponsor. But awesome to work with them. We're so thrilled about that. So what do people need to do to sign up? What are the regulations, and how do you go out and find businesses that are interested?
Well, it's actually funny is that in this particular case, I do have a lot of people throwing themselves. I have some people not like throwing themselves out, but people are already interested. I was talking to Randy from PNC Bank, and she was already on board. When I
Really?
started talking about it, she was like, "Yep, I heard about this. Awesome. Send me the info." People are already ramped up and ready to go. So it's we already have a lot of talk. There's a lot of
Really?
talk.
That's interesting.
Didn't we crash something when we?
Well, yeah, that was awesome. So, there was this rumor that I can neither confirm nor deny that within our first 24 hours, over 2,000 bands applied for the Millvale Music Festival, and it crashed our system.
It crashed the internet. I
Crashed
think
the
all
internet,
of the internet.
yeah. So that is the rumor that it was going around via social media. I'm not going to deny it, but I'm not going to confirm it either.
That's fair. That's fair. It's good to keep it that way. No, but obviously, I know that everyone within the community has a vested interest. But I have interest from the outskirts as well.
What do you consider the outskirts?
Like Shaler,
Oh, like the outskirts of Millvale, you mean?
I don't mean the
Or-
outskirts. I mean like the what's the word I want? The outlying areas close to Millvale. Our neighbors. There we go. Millvale neighbors are interested, and as well as Lawrenceville.
Okay.
Correct. I am. Oh wait, yes. Aren't you and I speaking with someone tomorrow? Is that right?
Well, they're here in Millvale.
Oh no, you're right. I have the wrong
community.
not wrong community. Wrong.
She's better
name.
at sales than she is at geography.
Listen, guys. I don't drive, so I have to put everything in my phone to figure out where things are. We
Better-
are right now. We are in Allentown right now. Correct? Is that where we
yeah,
are?
absolutely. Yes, the Millvale studio is based out of Allentown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Listen, everyone has their skills. Okay, that's driving and geography are not any of those skills for me.
Not your skills.
No, that's not my forte. Sorry.
I understand. If anyone has a question for Liz, we have a few minutes left. You can shoot us a message here on the Facebook chat, the Facebook live chat, or you can hit me up on Twitter. I'm Brian Crawford at RiverTalkPGH. Either one of those will suffice. So tell me about your comedy background a little bit so people can know who you are as a person.
I believe it started as being a loser in high school, and I had to figure out a way out of that. And I wasn't ever going to become cool, but I learned how to become really sarcastic and really good at making fun of myself. So after a while, you just kind of you're like, well, I run out of material on me, so I've got to branch out into other areas. I've always wanted to do comedy, and it just took me, a friend of mine said, I'm doing comedy in Pittsburgh, someone not from Pittsburgh, and I was like, oh, I should try that. And I just randomly went out 3 years ago on a Wednesday, and I've been out ever since. It's kind of banana sandwich. I'm amazed. I'm still...
Well, one thing I like about you is you do a lot of creative things in your comedy as well. It's not just the same old.
Oh, I like
know
to.
what I mean? You like to mix
I
things
like to
up.
experiment. I guess that sounds like a whole different kind of comedy, but no, I do. I like to gamble. I don't gamble with money, but I gamble with comedy. I'm an intellectual gambler. I just like to try new things. I'm a little bit esoteric in my comedy, which is I'm not for everybody. But I find that my home is generally with musicians, actually, which is why it's so great to be part of the Millvale Music Festival. I have a lot of friends in the music community, and really great supportive Pittsburgh community that we have for music here. I love it.
So why do you connect to the music community? Because you're not the only comedian I know that does that, but you are often at music open mics. I see you more there than I see you at comedy open mics.
Wow. I want to say this without sounding... Well, okay. I guess the basic thing is I find that musicians, artists are a little bit more intellectual. I'm not trying to say that there are people that there's people out there telling
I've got two comedians on my
dumbed-down
network.
comedian.
I'm gonna tell them that Liz Tripoli said.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. No, but I do find that my particular type of comedy is in the realm of the weird, I guess, the misfits, the misfit kids, and I do find a lot of the misfit kids to be in the music community.
Mm-hmm.
So take from that what you will, I suppose. But I don't know. We always bond well over that, over being the outcasts. So.
Very cool. I have a question here on Facebook from Robert. He asks, what are vendor options going to be like at the Millvale Music Festival?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean by that? I think he's talking about maybe like vendors that might, like maybe food trucks, or maybe people who might want to sell something on maybe the side of the street or at a venue. He may be responding here. I'm seeing messages back from Robert. So I think that's the direction he's going. Maybe he can confirm.
Well, you were mentioning interest in the food trucks.
Yes.
And that's a particular side of things that I was shying away from, just because I don't have a lot of experience with that particular area. Not that I wouldn't like to learn.
We are going to teach you, because we're going to have to jump in on that as well.
Well, you have somebody that will be.
So he's talking about like outside trucks and merchandise for local businesses.
Sorry, hold on a second.
It's all good. It's just this headset's going a little bit on. So.
Oh, it's probably just me.
No, it's not. It's messed up. Go ahead.
Well, that's definitely something that we would like to look into. Right now, I know we were talking about having non-music acts and such. So I think definitely incorporating local vendors into things would be a fantastic idea. Hey, Robert, if you want to contact me and propose something, I would be more than happy to hear from you.
Yes, and you can do that via the email sponsorship@millvalemusic.org. Where will you be coming up, Liz? I know you have a schedule of things that you do.
Oh.
Where can people see you?
Well.
Where can people chat with you when they see you perform an awesome comedy routine?
Awesome. Oh, now it has to be awesome? Oh, man, that's pressure.
I know, raising the bar. You
right.
come into this studio and standards are at an all-time high.
Well, I will say the end of March, I will be part of the Fringe Festival, working with Cup of Joe Productions, in more current comedy-related areas. Every Thursday until first week of April.
End of time.
I thought you were going to correct me. I was like, Thursday, the end of April. I'm like, through April. Art House every Thursday, 7 to 10. We have our open mic. The house mic, sponsored by Sweetwater. Oh, am I allowed to do that? Sorry, it's just habit.
That's fine.
Sponsored by Sweetwater. Which is just fantastic, and it's open to spoken word, comedy.
So that actually does
music.
have a sponsor then?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're on top of things. That's Miss
See, and
Liz Victory
that's
for
the
you.
time. Oh, I was hoping it was maybe you that were bringing in the sponsorship.
No, I know she. Well,
Maybe you should get Liz Victory on your committee.
No, that's I have something lined up, hopefully for a future project for us. We're gonna see how this current house mic goes, and we might in the future have a different similar mic, and I do have a sponsor possibly lined up for that. So nothing until I get all the P's and Q's worked out with it, though. I would like to say, just because I like to say it, if it's all right, there is a phone number. Also, if you would like to call 412-224-2666.
The number of the beast, because
I'm a beast at fundraising.
That's right.
So yes, give me a call anytime, and I will get back to you ASAP. I'm waiting to hear from Robert.
That's right. So Robert, give her a call. The Evening with Pod Camp, for those of you who were listening, I said I was asked, specifically handpicked out of everyone in the music community, in the entire music community in Pittsburgh, to host in the U.S. to host this Pod Camp event called Evening with Pod Camp Musicians and Social Media. It is going to be Thursday the 16th 6:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. at Work Hard Pittsburgh in Allentown. So come out to that as well. Mark your calendars, and we will, of course, be pimping the festival like no other. So thank you so much to the Millvale Community Development Corporation, working hard to strengthen our community through business development, housing, revitalization grants, and individual aid. To the River's Edge Radio Network, Pittsburgh's voice for local music, and of course to Vicini Distributing, the largest distributor of craft beer in the Pittsburgh region. Anything else, Liz? Are we good to go?
Oh, I just want to say thank you for having me on tonight, Brian.
Of course. You can check out Liz at many open mics and right after this at the Art House, so be sure to head over there.
Come on down.
Right away. The address one more time.
It is 5903
have a hard time getting there.
5903 Stanton Avenue, Pittsburgh Art House.
All right, check it out. Until next week. Next week we'll have Jonathan Kilback, who is in charge of our booking committee and also the band Only Flesh and the Existential Gentleman. You're listening to Clover from Here Tonight. I'm Brian Crawford here, courtesy of the River's Edge Radio Network at Millvale Studios. Catch you next week.
To